Super Mario Odyssey these nuts in your mouth. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Gamescapes. Today, and only today, we are here to see my seat slowly go downwards as it's losing all its room. Guys, we are here today to talk about, that's right, the elusive, the mysterious, the greatest Super Mario Odyssey 2, which is not out yet, no announced yet, but I need to talk about this, right? But before we get into that, of course, thank you all for watching the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff. We've got a lot of good stuff coming. We had the Sonic stuff. Tomorrow we have Summer Games Fest to live react to. Friday we have Sonic Prime. We got Mario Strikers. It's going to be a good time. There's a lot to go through. Nintendo probably going to have a direct next week. Don't worry about it. You're going to get a Capcom showcase we're going to react to. Everything is coming together, all right? But guys, I want to talk about something, right? I want to talk about Super Mario Odyssey 2. Like, there's so many things I need to say, right? So I'm going to go ahead and say it, right? One, where are you? Okay, it has been 5 years. This October will have been 5 years since Odyssey 2, since Odyssey was a thing. And remember, that game got no major DLC. It got little costumes. It got Luigi's balloon land of tricks and magic shells or whatever, but it did not get any notable DLC of any kind, right? So I feel like the team had to be working on something for like all these years. I'm pretty sure this is one of the longest gaps between a 3D Mario game we've had in a long time, because I think, like, you know, I think the longest one from what I remember was 64 to Sunshine, which I think was like 6 years, 5-6 years, because it's from like 1996 to like, I think 2002. Again, I could be wrong, but I think that was the longest gap. No, wait, wasn't it Sunshine to Odyssey? Either way, the longest gap was 5 to 6 years between a 3D Mario game. But ever since then, it's been like smooth sailing. You know, we had Galaxy in 2007, then we had Galaxy 2, I believe 2010 or 2011, then we got Super Mario 3D Land 2013 or 2012, one of those years. Again, I'm messing up on my years, but you know what I mean. Then we got Super Mario 3D World in about, I think it was 2015, and then we got, what's called, well, actually 2014, and then we get Odyssey in 2017. So at least for the past decade, right, the 3D Marios have been on a consistent release track, right? And then that's why it gets me wondering and thinking, like, there had to have been something cooking, right? They have to have an Odyssey 2 sitting there ready. And you know what's interesting is that we were actually talking about this in another video, where one of the earliest leaks for what's called Sonic Frontiers, actually, that mentioned Starfall, Fall Islands and all this stuff, mentioned an Odyssey 2 with apparently having 20 locations, a shit ton of puzzles, playable Luigi. This was all stuff that was like in that exact same rumor, which leaves some credence to it. Again, it could be just BS, like they knew, because you know how leakers are, right? They know a thing, and then what they'll do is they'll sprinkle in a fake thing just to mess with the people a little bit. But yeah, no, I feel like in this case, in this scenario, right, I think either way, an Odyssey 2 just seems obvious. I mean, first of all, Odyssey is the best-selling 3D Mario by far. I'm pretty sure it's at like 24 million copies sold, making like by far the interest is still high. It's still one of those games that when you have a Switch, it's one of the must buys. You know, I'd say whenever somebody buys a Switch, I'm like, you gotta buy Mario Odyssey. It's the most fun, chill game you're going to have around the block. And I just, man, I feel like the capture mechanic and Cappy in general still has so much potential. There's so many more Mario enemies from the series you could, you know, add into the game to take over. There's so many different things you could still do, and kingdoms you could explore from. Even Nintendo themed kingdoms would be super dope. But obviously, one of the biggest teasers from the original Odyssey was that we were going to get a Delfino Island Plaza area, but they were like removed it from the map or something like that, and it was weird. So like, I feel like there's still so much, you know, room to grow here. And I think it also makes sense because, you know, for this game we got the Mushroom Kingdom as the secret level, so give me a Delfino Plaza as the secret level, you know, for an Odyssey 2. And man, I miss this game, bro. There's something about Odyssey that is just still one of the happiest experiences. It's so well polished, it's so fun, there's so much to explore. I know a lot of people have issue with, like, you know, upon replaying the game, trying to get every moon is tedious, but I feel like you don't even have to do that when you replay the game. If you replay the game, it's much easier than you think to just kind of do what you must and do the challenges you want to do and just have an awesome time, man, because Odyssey is such a wonderful idea. It's such a wonderful world. I want to see them expand some. I want to see expansions of existing kingdoms. Obviously, a big thing people wanted was the Cloud Kingdom to be its own full kingdom. They also wanted the Ruined Kingdom, where you fight that dragon boss, to be its own kingdom, because, you know, they were sort of just a boss fight. That would be so cool, dude. The Ruined Kingdom as its entire own kingdom would be awesome. I'd love like that. That would be incredible. There's definitely more beasts you could capture throughout the series. They could bring, dude, it'd be crazy if they brought some more Mario characters you could capture, because in the Mushroom Kingdom you find Yoshi and you can capture the Yoshi, technically become Yoshi. So I'd love they did something like that where you could become different, you know, Nintendo characters or something. And playable Luigi, man, I know it's not the biggest deal to have a playable Luigi because he kind of, you know, just jumps a little bit higher and has his little slipperiness, but like, let him be playable, man. It would just be fun, you know. It would be a fun activity. Like, it would just be, a lot of people just like it as a sense of replay value to play the game in a different light. And not only that, you know, you get some variations in the cutscenes, and also, you know, you'll be able to get all the costumes with Luigi. And speaking of costumes, like, costumes are one of my favorite parts of Odyssey in general. So being able to, you know, add more of those, add more legacy ones, add more like secret Easter egg costumes. They did have a shit ton of costumes, but I want more, man. That was such a good idea from the original Odyssey. And I feel like, listen, man, when Galaxy came out, we all thought that was incredible. That was peak. That was one of the best things to happen. You know what I mean? And then Galaxy 2 came out, and what it just did was that now that they had everything established, and already the establishment foundation was incredible, they were able to make something profoundly crazier. Like, I genuinely think Mario Galaxy 2 is way better than Galaxy 1, just because by that point the levels are going crazier. They've understood this. They're trying out more wild ideas, and that's what I feel like is going to happen with Odyssey 2. I feel like Odyssey 1, in a lot of ways, you know, it's beautiful, it's fun, right? But it leaves a lot more to be desired, you know, and I want more stuff in there. The one thing I could use less of in Odyssey 2 would be maybe, and again, I wouldn't mind if it's there, maybe fewer of like the sort of simple moons, like, hey, stomp on the ground to get a moon, you know, and like little ones like that. But I also think at the same time, like, fuck it, man, if you just want to keep adding moons, like, just an excuse for me to play the game more challenges, just make more moons where like they are challenges to do. Like, I like the challenge rooms. I like when, you know, you have to figure out a puzzle or do something. Just make them more. I don't mind having a shit ton of moons if they're all in fun platform style levels. That would be awesome for me, man. And just, I just want more Odyssey, and I think it's coming. There's something about, I don't know what it is, because I was thinking about this, and I've thought about this, and I've talked about this, where there's always the pillars of Nintendo consoles, right? And you have to think about it, right? We've had our Animal Crossing for this console generation. They're not going to make a second one. We know that. We have Breath of the Wild 2 incoming. Like, we had Breath of the Wild. We're getting Breath of the Wild 2. We have Metroid Prime 4 as the next big pillar. We have Splatoon 3, which I honestly, I don't even count Metroid Prime because Metroid doesn't sell ultra well. Let's even drop that, right? We have Splatoon 3 incoming. We have that, and I think, and when Pokemon, right? Pokemon we're getting every year, so it just feels like we're finally at that point where like the next one more thing. Oh, and of course Smash Brothers, Super Smash Bros, and Mario Kart. With Mario Kart, we know we're getting this DLC for the rest of the generation. That's pretty much a lock, and we already have Smash Brothers done. So it just makes sense that the only left to have one more thing for a big Nintendo summer E3 or direct or whatever feels like an Odyssey 2, man. Whether it's a teaser, whether it's a full-blown reveal, whether it's coming this fall and they're like, surprise, I just feel like an Odyssey 2 should be incoming very soon, and I just want it. I want it so badly. I want that hype again. I want that energy. I feel like Odyssey is one of the few games where it just leaves everybody happy. In general, 3D Mario just generally leaves people happy because they're just fun, polished platformers. But yeah, I just feel like that. I think it's time, and just give it to me, man. Just listen. I don't know, everybody at the team working on that. I hope you're having a good time. You know, it's been a few years. You've had to work under the COVID conditions. I understand, but guys, it's time to let the game out in the wild. All right, and I'm not talking about the breath of. All right, so guys, let me know what you all think. Let me know if you're excited for a potential Odyssey 2. Do you think I'm crazy? Are they not gonna announce it this E3? Or June direct side? So annoying to keep track of that. Do you think they will? Do you think it's over, man? Maybe it is just, this is the Odyssey, this is the game for the Switch, which would be very unfortunate, but I have hope. So guys, thank y'all for watching. Let me know what you all think, and of course I'll see you all next time. Peace.